I was really broken and angry with God, even though I wasn't even sure if He was even real. The darkness kind of consumed me. And it was a really hard period in my life. I'm Carson. I was a summer intern here at Light Point, and I'm currently a senior at Anderson University, majoring in Christian ministry. But getting here, it was a journey. Growing up, I wrestled with God a lot. I really didn't want for God to be real because I wanted to be fully in control of my life. But the more I was in control of my life, the more I realized that I couldn't control my circumstances. That, the world around me was broken, it was chaotic, and I wasn't actually in control. And this, for me, caused a lot of anxiety and depression. The darkness kind of consumed me. And it was a really hard period in my life. Then in high school, this guy from track, he started hanging out with me, and we started doing life together. It was weird to me because why does this guy care about me? Why does he love me? Why does he listen to my problems? And he told me about Jesus. And I had resentment in my heart, so I really didn't want to hear it. But he talked through how Jesus had died and taken the punishment for all the horrible things I'd done. But the thing that caught me off guard the most and kind of stuck in my head was that he's explained how Jesus did this because he loved me. So I went home and just started processing through all this. And I got to the point where I was tired of admitting that God was real, but living my life for myself. I didn't want to give my life to Jesus and just go to church, just check things off a checklist. I didn't want following Jesus just to be a Sunday morning thing. So I decided to surrender it all. And for me, it was the most freeing thing ever. So after my life had been radically changed by Jesus, I felt like I had found this hidden treasure, the answer to life, the key to life. And I wanted to tell everybody that I knew. So in college, I became a young life leader at a high school in Anderson. And that looked like going to school lunches, high school lunches, and sitting with a bunch of random high schoolers. It was awkward. It was weird. It was uncomfortable. But it was so helpful for me because it made me leave my comfort zone. I can't do this on my own. It made me really trust fully and fully surrender to God. God, here I am, use me, and you've got to move. And also during this time, I started to realize that serving these people and loving these people wasn't something that I had to do because, you're a Christian now, that's what you have to do. It's something that I get to do. I get to share the secret of life. I get to love these people. I get to lay my life down just like Jesus laid down his life for me. Growing up, I had always planned, I wanted to be an architect. All through high school, that was my plan. I was really passionate about it. But little did I know that he started really putting on my heart the idea of full-time ministry. I wrestled with God a lot, went back and forth saying, are you sure me? I'm not cut out for this. I'm not extroverted. I can't do that. Or I didn't grow up in church. That's not really me. That's not really my thing. And I started to realize that a lot of my resistance towards God's calling was because I didn't believe that he could work through me. Then I started reading about Jesus' disciples and how they were some of the most religiously unequipped guys of the time. They knew how to fish. And Jesus comes to them one day and they're out fishing, throwing out nets, and he says one of the most simple commands. He says, "Follow me." They dropped their net and they got out of the boat and they followed Jesus with everything they had. They left their life and they left everything. The funny thing is that the disciples were still fishermen. Jesus had called them in a new direction. I'm I'm still an architect, but casting vision for God's people and His church. God's called me in a new direction. I don't really know what this looks like. I'm excited to see, but I do know that He's calling me to step out of the boat, to take the leap of faith, and to follow the simplest of commands, to follow Him.